Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. It is Friday, February the 9th, the year 2018. Weekly wrap up. As always, the money and risk management screen. And all those disclaimers, educational purposes only. Here we go. The pound, as we can see, broke through that weekly low. And if we look, you can see here it snuck back up and came back down. And the day before, and the day before, and the day before. Once again, simple trade, money to be made. And that euro yen yesterday, if I remember correctly, it was about 200 and some pips below the open. Now look at it. As you can see, let's put that on the euro yen. You can see. But we've been tracking the pound this month. It's in the rat zone. And once again, we can see it broke out of yesterday's low, 36 pips. That trade was worth, if you add that 19 to it, it's 55 if you took it all the way to the daily low. Lots of range here, especially on the pound pairs. And once again, the buy zone, very simple. Triggered, should have been out quick, and then to the downside. And we can see here, rat zone trade. It would have had to break the rule because that candle color was red. And here we are again in the rat zone with the red. But we've only got 7 minutes to the top of the hour, so you might be able to get a green open and exit that rat zone. And the pivots, you can see the open, hit the pivot. Almost hit the monthly pivot right there. But the monthly open is here, so you can see it definitely hit the pivot. Price action trade, once again, simple, repetitive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You definitely looked for that buzzard reversal. You can see price here, green at the line, red at the line. These lines are every 10 pips. Oh, I didn't do it again. The sweet spot gold indicator there. Yesterday's 5 lines, once again, just take the trade in the direction of the candle at the line. I laugh because I've been doing this for over a decade, close to 2, I think, and it's the same thing every day. Price doesn't like staying in the wick zone. We see this every day. Holo, here we go. We've got a holo trade coming up. Oh, there was a trader that sent me a picture of a chart that was a pretty much chart on drugs. Maybe I should turn the all those mods off because we really don't need them. But I do appreciate traders out there sending me different things to look at. In fact, there was one, I think it was called inventory reduction bar or something like that. And I've been writing a few indicators, and another trader asked me to do a flip-flop, whereas as opposed to counting how many times in a row, we kept candles like 1, 2, 3, 4. They want to know how many times it flip-flops. So like here, you got a flip, a flop, 2, flip, 3, flop, 4. So you'd get a 4, so you know price is just flip-flopping as opposed to moving, at least in terms of candle colors. Okay, what did I want to do? Since I've got a black background here, I need to I used green and red so we can see the wicks on this. Oh, and if you're wondering about these, this looks like an outside bar. I think, no, maybe that's not what these lines are. What are those lines? Oh, last red-green candle. No, that indicator's off. Oh, it's a the turn indicator. Yeah, price turn indicator. And I know this hurts some of you guys' eyes looking at these squigglies. Hurts mine too, to be honest. And then we're looking here just at, you know, the only true chart, the tick chart. So, fellow traders, let me get back here to the weekly chart. I hope you had a good week. Definitely had some movement. Definitely had some movement here. You can see from that weekly open, lots of movement. So simple trade is just the weekly open cross or buy zone off the weekly open. It just works time after time. It's simple, but some people would prefer doing something complicated. I think, see, what else did we talk about this week? Oh yeah, enough and knowing when to quit. So sometimes you just have to know when to quit. And oh, let's see, we've got the it's like we've got the top of the hour coming up, and we had what looked like a holo trade opportunity. So maybe we can watch this and see what happens. Oh, while we're watching this holo price action here for a few minutes, those of you that watch and are new and sending donation, please let me know which year indicators you want, because I think a lot of you really want the dashboard, and that's a 2017. There's no dashboard for 2018 yet, just like this holo zone here. This indicator's a 2016, and the wick zone, which I call high top BL zone, I should probably have renamed it, but see, that's a 2014. And you don't get to pick and choose because I'm not in the indicator business. Contrary to what some people want to believe. So no, you know, for those of you who don't know the story, see, when I first started doing online trading, of course I had to learn the platforms, and I just saw people with these indicators, so I started looking at the code since I'm a programmer, and most of it was garbage. I mean, I started out on let's see, Quote Tracker. It had some programming capabilities, but not much. And then I was introduced to TradeStation and eSignal, and I pretty much went to town. And I've been removed from both of those forums. Number one, because I was giving away code, and there was vendors selling code, and my code was definitely better than their code. And I was giving it away free, no donations, no nothing. And you know, they ganged up on me and they got rid of me. It was pretty funny, actually. The whole story is. And so then I moved over from trading stocks to trading the foreign exchange. And as you can see, price is moving up here. And maybe if we switch over to the 5-minute chart, you can see that we might get an entry here if this candle closes bearish. The next candle will open inside the holo setup, and then we can take the trigger at the 138.13. See, right now we're on the edge of the rat zone, where do we go? See, right here, we're at the rat zone. So depending on which one of these you like to trade, you'd either already be in the trade or you're waiting to trigger. But anyway, back to the the indicators. I'm not in the business of selling indicators, because if I was, I'd have a website to sell indicators, and there'd be a whole lot more. It'd be a lot different. So what happens is I still put out free code. The mother load, the MT4 mother load, it's got a few hundred indicators in there, probably enough to fill up and overrun the capacity of MT4. So pick and choose the ones out of there. And if you're curious which ones to start with, I would say the TRO HL5 indicator, the TRO buy zone indicator, and probably TRO rat zone. They're in there. You can load it up. And of course the candle color multimeter. And there's a few other multimeters if you're interested. And if you're a squiggly, you can do that MA in color that I modified. Well, it doesn't look like we're going to get a trade here. So, oh, there we go. We opened up. But this is the weekly wrap up. I hope you had a profitable week. And remember, fellow traders, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. TheRumpledOne signing off. Gonna enjoy the weekend.